Denise, guess what?
What, Abby?
We got chismes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of We Got Chisme. My name is Denise, and this is
Xavier,
Sabicito.
who is back
Sorry.
to being sick.
Yeah, it's either Sabicito or Xavier. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Sabicito is sick again. You know, it's the holidays. Everybody's traveling. Everybody's getting together.
The
And
love of the gathering, people. The love of the gathering.
yep, all the
Sickness.
viruses getting spread around.
Sickness all over.
Yes. Okay, so as we say, we're still in the holiday season. So the title for this episode is gonna be Holiday Tea. We're gonna have some drama here and there, but we're gonna end up with a nice, good deed, and I think it's gonna lift everyone's spirit. So, because there's good things out there, there is not just drama out there. So we're gonna add something good at the end, okay? Just to remind us that, it's a good year and 2025 is almost over. I think this episode is technically coming out on December 31st, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like New Year's Eve. So this year is almost over. And I hope everyone has their resolutions for next year already. 2026, exciting. Come on. Hopefully, no more sickness or savvy.
Yeah, another year. Let's hope that this new year bring us a lot of peace
And
and
money.
money and health. Health above
Yes.
Yeah, but it honestly it doesn't feel like like before you used to feel more the time and like the changes of the special occasions. Now it's like, oh, Christmas already passed, so that's next New Year. Oh, okay. Then again,
I
something.
was reading about it. I was reading about how, especially our generation, does not feel Christmas magic anymore. But it's mainly because we are in the process of transitioning to make Christmas like we are the Christmas magic. We don't have our parents making our Christmas magic. So for years now, it's been like, oh, I am the one responsible to make Christmas magic and make sure everyone is together and everyone is having a good time and everyone is happy with the presents. So we transitioned to that. I'm off. So I think that's affecting a lot. Like I say, I was hosting for the first time. It didn't go bad at all. It was a lot of trouble preparing for it, but during the day it was great. And all the cleaning afterwards, thank God for my amazing boyfriend that did most of the cleaning and most of the.
Let me guess, you were drunk, passed out again.
No, we didn't drink at all. No, a drop of alcohol. We had alcohol, but we were having so much fun playing games. We were just I kept waiting for someone to come knocking on the door because it was in our apartment. So it's an apartment complex. There's people under us because we're on the second floor. So I kept waiting for someone to knock the door because we were being too loud, but nobody did.
Wow.
I mean, we stay until only midnight. We say Merry Christmas, and then everybody was like, "Good night." But we started very early. We started like at 6, but it was like rowdy as hell. Like we're playing some games. It was one that you cover your eyes. One person covers your eyes and starts taking pictures around, and whoever appears on the picture has to, goes out of the game that they're not playing anymore. So everybody around you starts ducking and hiding so they wouldn't appear on your pictures. So all I hear around me, because I had my eyes covered, I hear say of everybody just jumping one on top of the other, and they want to check the pictures. I will just see like Adam on the floor, and then Jeremy like on top of him, trying to hide his face from the camera.
Okay.
I know it was very crazy. It was like musical chairs we play as well, but with like cups. It was a lot of game, but it was fun.
I'm glad.
So we're trying to get to that spirit, Abby. How was your Christmas?
It was fine. Just a lot of driving for me. We went to church before we
Mhm.
came home. We made dinner. I went to pick a friend of mine with a baby. Like 15 minutes drive took me 30. After I
Yeah.
came back home for nothing, because after 2 hours that I got home, she said like, "Oh, can you please take me back?" And I'm like, "I have to drive back again." So I missed half of the games.
Oh man, you had to drive back.
Yeah. So food was good, people was nice, and at midnight, like thankfully nobody stayed over this time. We spent like an hour and a half cleaning afterwards. Presents were good. Uh,
Person too bad.
yeah. And then nothing like by like by 2 o'clock, we were finished cleaning, and that's it. It was nice. Not magical, but a lot of running around, like you say.
But nobody stay over, like you said. You had time to relax.
Thankfully, yeah. Because at first, a couple was gonna stay over. We took it. So, but they did change their mind because the little kid wanted to go home and open his Christmas presents
Oh, of
at
course.
home. And I'm like, hey man,
Like, bye-bye.
hey man, go chase Santa home. Go to your own house. So it was nice. Everybody had a nice time. They laugh a lot, and you know, they,
Yeah, but
they
they had fun.
marry.
Important thing.
Huh?
Everybody had fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope you had fun too. In between
The
all the
part that I
dirty.
was not driving, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I got your holiday card. Sorry, it took me forever. I don't usually check the mailbox often.
I figure.
Yeah. So I saw like, oh, there is the Niangarang, and like, oh, Steph Lane. And both of them like, oh. And Paolo was like, they didn't wrote anything in the back.
No, because it's in the front. Love, Denise, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was good.
I did those Christmas cards on a budget. I use Adobe Express to make the cards. And I print them out in a print shop that Adam has some connections with, so it was very cheap. And then the envelopes, I had some from Yaisa's quinceañera.
No
And
one
I
took
used to
it
put
from
them in
you.
there. Right? No, we didn't write anything in the back. I was telling Adam that. I was like, because this is the first time we did Christmas card, and when we got everyone's Christmas cards after, most of them were just like from Shutterfly. So it was like pictures in the front and the back was like a pattern, but nobody wrote anything. It was just like a regular pattern. And I saw ours and ours was blank in the back. I was like, well, next year we should put like a pattern in the back or we should write something special to everyone. So we are trying to improve new things, learning.
Okay.
But I'm still getting the holiday decor, okay? This is the first time that I kind of celebrate. Oh,
She's
actually, I have
becoming
one
a
right here
housewife.
that I can show you. Isn't this a beauty? It's a white Santa. Look at the little coat on the tree. Adam's mom gave us this, and it has a gift. It's a gift bag.
She meant to say it's a silver Santa.
Oh, yeah, it's a silver Santa, whatever. It's cute. Anyway, enough with Christmas. Let's keep going. I have plenty of decor.
Please go ahead.
Look at this pretty tree. My mom gave me this. Okay, fine. Enough of my decor. Moving on from kind of Christmas, just staying in the holiday spirit, as we say. Story number one.
Amen.
It comes from the subreddit, Am I the Asshole? And the title is Am I the Asshole for telling my family no more to monthly family dinners?
Somebody's trying to look after her own well-being, I see.
Mm. So it says, ever since my dad was a kid, our family has done monthly family dinners, nicer ones than your average family dinner. It's something our family did when my siblings and I were kids too. We'd have grandparents over and we all have a nice dinner together. When my siblings and I grew up, we still did it only instead of what happened before, where branches broke off over time and they did their own thing. They decided that we should include partners, spouses, and our kids as a whole in one. So, not everybody will just go to their own family, everybody will be together. So by the time I was 19, the family had decided they would take turns hosting each month to lessen the burden. My wife was excited to be a part of them at first. We started during our relationship. I did the cooking to start, and then she took over after a while because she wanted to. My family had seemingly got along with my wife before this point, but they were overly harsh of her cooking, with the exception of my two younger siblings. She tried to make them happy, but no dice. I told them they could be kinder. They say she should cook better or cook different things. My wife did not make anything they do not eat, but nothing was right. She grew frustrated and I grew suspicious. So we hosted a couple of months ago, and I told my wife we were going to pretend I did the cooking, just to see. She told me she felt like they were not fond of her food. I pointed out nobody had the same amount of complaints as them, and they even criticized the steak and potatoes they all seemed to go crazy for. She went along with the plan, and when my family thought I'm cooking, they love it. Say it was so good, my wife had decided to let the real talent take over. That it was so nice to have something a little different, curry, and all this very lovely stuff. My younger brother and sister were not full. But they enjoyed watching the rest of the family dig a hole. When the rest of my family heard it was my wife's food and not mine, they tried so hard to backtrack on all the nice stuff. The rest of the dinner went in tense silence, and my wife's eyes were open. I told her I was done with these dinners, and she was my priority. She felt a little bad. I told her we could have dinners with my younger brother and sister sometimes. It's less stress anyway. When we didn't show up to last month's dinner or this one, my parents and siblings started asking questions. I told them each time we were not going. We were not going again, but missing two made it sink in. They told me we needed to be there. I say never again. My wife does not deserve their disrespect. I told them they ruined what they wanted by being assholes to her. They say I was overreacting, making very relationship harming choices, and treating them badly for simply having issues with my wife's food. Sorry. They also say to think of future kids and how they will miss out. Some of it got to my wife a little. Some of it got to my wife a little, which I have tried to reassure her about. Am I the asshole?
He's not the asshole. He's fine. He, you know, they food themselves and they shoot themselves in the food pretty much by that nonsense. But why people are so irritated on purpose?
Exactly. Why?
It's no reason, obviously, but you know, people and their stupidity.
I will be so mad.
Well, but at least he saw the issues. He helped her out. They lay up a plan and they see the results, so they took a decision.
He
So
supported her.
yeah, so definitely not the asshole. Well, your family is though.
No. So, well, the top comment says the same thing basically. Not the asshole. It's pretty clear the issue is not her food, it's her. For whatever reason, they don't seem to like her. Good for you for standing up to them. And then OP comments actually in response, having that confirmed sucked badly, but I was not going to pretend it was okay to treat her this way either. They will not come right out and say either. They try to hide behind the food. Which is true, they try to hide behind the food. They wouldn't say, hey, we actually do not like your wife. They were just criticizing her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think, do you think a solution will be them not hosting anymore, but still going to dinners?
The thing is, like, it seems like the conversation of her cooking comes up often for what you were reading. It's not just when she hosts.
Yeah,
So probably everybody brings something to these dinners because it didn't give
I
us
think
any
so.
context.
I think
I
every
mean, one
person that
person
hosts cooks.
cooks the most thing, but it's always somebody always brings something extra or whatever.
Yeah.
So, so I guess the only solution that they saw more approachable was that not to attend anymore. Because if they're gonna continue with the drama and not letting her go and be mean to her, so what's the point? So good for him. He's
Could
with
pay for
his
the
crown.
connection. Yeah, I don't know. For my response to their, oh, think about the kids, how much they will miss out. I was like, they'll miss out on what? You criticizing their mom? Criticize their mom's cooking every chance that you get?
He means to say you stealing our fun from us, pretty much.
Yeah. Why don't the parents come out and say it? We don't like her and say why. And maybe you can work it out. Maybe there was a misunderstanding there.
Yeah, but they would never do that.
Yeah, that's sad though. Communication, people. Communication. Moving on to the second story of the day. It comes from the subreddit Best of Redditor Updates. And the title is Am I the asshole for blowing up at my mother-in-law at a family dinner? So trigger warning is loss of a parent. And
Mhm.
there's also mood spoiler alert. This it might be infuriating to some, like it might make you mad. So the original post was a conversation in 2024. And it's a throwaway account since my husband is an active Reddit user. I, 23 female, have been married to my husband, 24 male, for 3 years. We were high school sweethearts and have been best friends since elementary school. He is still my best friend to this day. I've never had a great relationship with his mom. She's difficult to talk to, and our conversations are usually very shallow, gossiping about neighbors, complaining about landscapers, etc. Almost a year ago, my mom passed away, which still feels surreal to write. She truly was my soulmate, and I'm incredibly grateful to have had her in my life for 23 years. I miss her more than words can describe. My husband's family really stepped up during that time, supporting us financially with funeral costs and managing affairs when I was in deep grief. I'm genuinely I'm genuinely grateful for their help. Fast forward to now, we are expecting our first baby. As excited as I am also deeply saddened that my mom will not be here to guide me through this. We always talk about what my kids will call her. We had settled on Grams. Now to the incident. We were celebrating our pregnancy at a dinner with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law asked to make a toast. She laughed and said, I am so grateful to celebrate a new addition to our family. We cannot wait to meet little Veronica, which is her name. She went on to talk about her own pregnancy and what I should expect, mentioning that my husband had an abnormally big head when he was born. Then she said, I look forward to being the favorite grandma to Veronica, since of course I will be the only grandma. The room went silent and I started to cry. I stood up and told her how incredible and sensitive it was to say that, and that my mom will always be a grandmother, whether she's here or not. She responded by saying I was overreacting and that it was just a joke. I told her to go to hell and left immediately. My husband later called me saying he spoke to his mom, who was in tears because she was embarrassed. She asked him to apologize on her behalf. And he told me I should have come back instead of telling her to go to hell and storming off. I am currently staying with my sister and have not stopped crying since. She supports me 100%, but I really want to know, am I the asshole?
I mean, she kind of overreacted a little, like telling her go to hell.
Okay. Remember pregnancy hormones.
No, I know. But sorry. Pretty much it's like it's true, like hormones and it's crazy and blah blah blah. That we crazy stuff that you guys go through, but imagine you having a normal conversation with somebody and bad joke, obviously. Unsensitive, true.
Really bad joke.
Yeah. And somebody just come out of the blue like you should have been something like that. Go to hell and then just leave you talking to yourself. So
If I did the insensitive, yeah, well, probably, you know what? I deserve it.
I
I'm so sorry.
yeah, but the thing is she left the complex. It's like,
I
okay,
think
a
that
little dramatic, you disappearing out of this. I know you need time for yourself and maybe to
but you can
recenter.
just get up and leave. You don't have to say go to hell. But the thing is that she first told her how incredibly insensitive it was to say that. And her mom will always be a grandmother, whether she's here or not. That was the chance for the other grandma to say, hey, I am sorry, you're right. That was a little insensitive. Your mom will always be a grandma as well. I was just saying, I'm the one here or whatever. She's like, oh, I'm sorry for saying that. You know, she could have saved it, but instead she was like, oh, you're overreacting. It was just a joke. So she invalidated her feelings twice now. So that's what she reacted to.
Uh-huh.
I agree that she shouldn't have said they go to hell to be the bigger person, but I was not in her shoes.
Or
I've
to
never been
leave the
pregnant.
venue.
Huh?
Or to leave.
Or just to leave the venue. But again, like I say, I've never been pregnant. I never had those mood swings, but I have seen them.
So
So
trust me, I have seen them too. So I kind of understand what your part says, like about it, but it's okay. Ladies, when they're pregnant, they have a pass for everything. So
yeah, they should have a
they
pass.
need to have a pass.
They
Uh,
deserve a pass.
yeah.
But still, that woman was very insensitive and
No, I know. That's probably triggered her greatly, especially she carries this baby in her mouth not around, and it's hard stuff for her. And then this pendeja talking nonsense.
if you were the husband, what would you do?
Well, what the heck I want me to do? Well, tell the lady to apologize to her because and to what she said was
What
not correct,
lady
and that just triggered her. And she's been there, she's been in those shoes when she was pregnant, so she should be able to be more understandable
So you think that the husband should ask his mom to apologize to her? Okay.
for the sake of the relationship, of course, because that would be the right thing to do.
Okay.
Right.
The verdict was not the asshole.
The asshole. But
No,
you
the
have a pass because you're pregnant, girl.
And the first comment is your mother-in-law says something severely inappropriate and insensitive. No person in the right mind will think what she said was okay, no matter how many years have passed since your mother's death. Hell, my grandmother passed almost 10 years ago, and when my son was born 2 years ago, my mom and I talk a lot about how much we miss her and how we wish she was here to see him. We still say this often when he's reached a milestone or we're just doing something we know she will have enjoyed.
Hmm.
It's natural to think about deceased relatives more at a time like this. And she says something as callous as that. No, the asshole. And the next comment says, no, the asshole is speaking as a husband who has a mom like this. You need to seriously have a discussion with him about his mom's behavior. He has the power to change how his mother treats you. And it seems like he's okay with what she did and expects you to apologize. I understand it's his mom, but he chose to live a life with you and start a family. That needs to be his priority, not mommy's feelings. Yeah, I think, yeah, and the last comment that it's in here, because this is from Best of Predator updates, like they put the comments from the original post and from the update. So another comment says, please allow me to recap. Mother-in-law desecrated the memory of your mother while simultaneously attempting to elevate her place in the family. Husband is put out that you left this scene before giving mother-in-law a chance to whistle her way out of a Vickers apology. Via a Vickers apology. Have I got that right? You have a husband problem and a mother-in-law problem. Let's hope that the former corrects itself before the birth. If husband even whispers that Veronica should be included as any part of the name, then take it for the giant flashing red light that it is. Oh yeah, the fact that she's thinking that her granddaughter is gonna be named after her, Veronica. And that already bothered me. I cannot imagine the rest. Whatever.
No, that's already getting too much. I Well, girl, I believe they whatever. You have a pass, you're pregnant, so you can do whatever you want.
You just
Right.
need a husband that is gonna stand up for you, you know?
Yeah, that's
Like
the only thing, right?
like the first guy that would read about.
Yes. He was like, okay, no, bye. That's it.
Hmm?
But this one is maybe he's a mama's boy.
Maybe. We gotta hate them. Update. September 9, 2024, 3 days later. Just want to take a moment to thank you all for your support. Your comments and messages have been incredibly eye opening. After staying with my sister for a few days, my husband came over. He said he understood why I was hurt, but felt I overreacted. He asked me to apologize to my mother in law to keep the peace, which felt like a betrayal. I had hoped he would stand up for me. That night, my mother in law sent a long text doubling down on her joke, in quotes.
Doubling down?
Yep, and saying my grief is becoming a burden on everyone. She told me I need to seek professional help and move on, since it's been almost a year. I was devastated. I showed my husband, but he got angry at me for escalating things.
Uh,
He said I should make peace with her for a child's sake, and he did not want to be caught in the middle. I have decided to take some space and stay with my sister. I'm really struggling to come to terms with this. This whole situation has made me question if my marriage is right for me and my baby. I need an environment where I feel respected and supported, and I do not feel that way right now. I told my husband that if he wants me back, he needs to show me he can stand up for me. I am putting myself and my baby first. I don't know what will happen next, but I know I will deserve better than this. My sister and I are currently turning her old office into a room, prepping for Rosie's after my mom, Rosa, arrival. I feel truly blessed to have her support. Thank you again for all your support. It was meant more than you know. I love it, girl. Roses is a perfect name. You're not calling her Rosa like your mom, but you're also calling her like a name to, honor the memory of your mom who died less than a year ago. And then this other B is trying to make you feel like it's a burden on everyone for you to grieve
she
or
makes
to,
the seem like
grieve your
it's
mom.
been more than 10 years since the other person deceased, you know? And
And it doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't really matter. Like my aunt died when I graduated college. When was this? 2017, I think it was. The last year of college. And she used to be a baker. And this weekend I was starting to do a cake for Christmas. And all I was thinking the whole time was, I wish I could call my aunt. I wish I could call her. She will tell me exactly what to do.
uh-huh.
So it doesn't matter how long it goes. Grief is grief. And you
Grief
have
is
to
good.
respect
It
it.
doesn't go away.
And she was not putting the burden on anyone.
No, she was just expressing how she felt, and she was not
So
even. I had the feeling this
she
lady's a
was
Karen,
reacting.
so it's a Karen. Obviously, it's a Karen.
No, she's doing a good thing. Staying with her sister and making her husband choose her, or otherwise, it's probably gonna be over if he doesn't
If
get
he
his
doesn't,
head from his mom's entrañas, he said.
if he doesn't put his head out of his mom, let's put his curves. Let's put it that way, in a nice way.
Dude, you're a grown ass man. How old are you? Let's see if she mentions that. Husband, 24, male. Okay?
Mama's boy, still that
24.
age.
And
Yeah,
they've been
that
married for 3 years.
truly doesn't get this attachment mama until like 25.
Not the asshole at all. Your husband and your mother-in-law are the assholes. I hope your husband comes through. Otherwise, co-parenting is better than being in a relationship as bad as that, where someone doesn't respect you.
Co-parenting is better.
Hey, there are lots of toxic relationships out there that
Well,
would
that's
benefit
true.
from parenting.
That's true. Yeah, co-parents, people. It's not a bad thing. It's like sharing a pet. Joking. Bad joke, okay? Chill.
I don't see it as a joke, but take it with a grain of salt.
Okay, bye. Let's sorry.
Next story comes also from Best of Predator Updates. And the title is I told my wife I am not going on family holiday with her family.
Oh, somebody have enough of the in-law family.
I guess. So it was originally posted in Through Off My Chest in January 18, 2023. And then it was updated January 19 and January 20th.
Oh,
So the original post is I told my wife, no, I am not going on family holiday with your family. I always put my wife and her family first. I moved to my wife's hometown because she wanted to be closer to hers. Now her family and mine are total opposites. I am an only child. She's the eldest of three. My extended family is four people, including me. Hers is 30 plus. My family are introverted and don't drink. Hers are super extroverts and booze whenever they can. My parents are disabled, hers are healthy. Honestly, my family are boring, in quotes, and hers are fun, in quotes. I've gotten used to it and it's horrible to say, but because of being around them so much, I prefer hanging out with her family than I do my own. I always do what she wants. I'm a pushover, but happy wife, happy life, right? Even if even if it's something I don't want to do, I do it to make her happy. First dance at our wedding, terrified, but I did not want to do one. I do not like to be the center of attention. She cried, and I kept being. Christmas, her family is large, so have a big fun party on Christmas Day. And
Mhm.
mine is small and boring, so she doesn't want to be there. Where to live, she wanted to be close to her family, so now mine is a 3 hour drive away, and I hardly see them except for birthdays. Well, this year it's her grandma's 70, her mom's 50s, and my 30th birthday. So her family had planned a huge family holiday of 25 plus people to be away for 3 weeks to celebrate everyone's birthday. The catch is it's not on anyone's birthday except mine. We fly home one day after my birthday. Obviously, my parents want to see me on my 30th. And I have said they're upset because, as usual, I'm pandering to her family as always, and they're being left out again. I want to spend time with my family, especially as I only really see them on birthdays. I am used to their boringness, but to do that, apparently, I am ruining her family trip. But if I go on the trip, I'm putting my family second again and further damaging that relationship. My parents are older and disabled, and my grand has early onset dementia, so they do not have much time in comparison to hers. We cannot get a shorter holiday. We cannot go at another time of the year because of work and school commitments. So I told her no. For the first time ever, I told her no, I am not going. You can, but I'm staying here. I'm an adult and I want to spend my birthday with my family. To which she replied, I am your family. Then I stormed off and she's not taking it too well. She's acting like a spoiled child, crying and screaming, calling her mom to say she cannot go because I'm not going. So now her family think I'm a massive dick, and none of them can see that I have another side to my family. She has packed a bag, and since I started writing this, and she says she's going to stay at her mom's until I can make up my mind what's more important, my family or hers. I have no idea what to do. I just needed to vent. Thoughts?
What you need to do is to tell her to sit her ass down and to shut up. Because honestly, she is just dragging him for her own entertainment and amusement, and she's not putting no part on your family. So she knows how important your family is for you and how you deal with your family. And all this time, she not even care to us, but she booked something for her own family, like yours doesn't exist. So that's not, it doesn't matter if you don't dislike them or whatever, but he's still making the effort for that person to be there and enjoy the time with the people he wants to. It's his birthday at the end of the day, not yours.
Yep. Yep, well said. Because we have to remember there is two families, not just one. You're joining two people, you're joining both families. This is I understand how special it is, and especially I have seen this a lot with relationships. Usually go more towards a woman relationship. I mean, the family and not the men's. It depends on how big and how extrovert one family is compared to the other. Like what is happening here, but you have to make an effort and you have to try and you have to include both. And you cannot just be like, oh, my family, my way or no way. And I'm living for my mom's. I'm like, if he's 30, she's probably around the same age. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing throwing a tantrum?
It's time to wake up, little girl.
God, she's too spoiled by him. And I don't know. Okay.
People don't use their head. That's what it is. And then they act like the war is falling into them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do hope he continues keeping his ground because it's not fair for him,
Not
either
fair.
for his
For him
family.
or his family. Let's move on to update number one. Like we said, the first one was on January 18th, and then the update one is in January 20th. Update, wow, I only wanted a place to vent, did not expect such a response. Just to clear a few things up, I love my wife and I'm not going to divorce her over this. She does so
For
much for me
sure.
and is normally a kind and loving person. We have been together 6 years, married 18 months. We do not have kids but are trying. We live in the UK, and the reason why we cannot go at any other time is because of the UK laws on taking children out of school during term time for holidays. So it's been planned during the autumn break so the parents don't get fined. I woke up this morning to the following text from her mom. Do you know how disappointed I am in you right now? It's not even that you're not coming away for my birthday, it's the fact that you're not supporting my daughter. You know how important family is to her. Enough, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it says enough, dot, dot. You know how much she wants to come. And you telling her to go on her own is not being supportive. You have put a full stop to it all. I don't get what your issue is. It's one thing, then another, and she cannot do right for wrong in trying. It's supposed to be a lovely family holiday for my 50.
So she's
It,
forgetting about her, not even his birthday.
right. His birthday, oh, the grandma is turning 70, but okay. It made me even more determined to stand my ground. I think I'm going to take the advice of, and he mentions a username, and it says, and send her mom my reasoning. They seem to forget I have parents too. I just don't want to be hated. This holidays is 8 months away, and I do not want 8 months of hate, especially when we live in such close proximity. Okay, update two comes the next day. Last night, my wife and I went out for dinner. My idea so we could speak and hope being in public will make her less likely to scream, cry, etc. I told her all the advice that I had read on here and showed her the text I received from her mom. She listened to everything I had to say and could see her physically cringe when she read the text. She apologized for the way she had acted and said she had not even considered it from my point of view. I told her I told her one Redditor had said, sorry, so many comments I cannot remember a name. If we're doing this for 30, 50, and 70, what's going to happen at 40, 60, 80, 50, 70, 90? Are we going to have this spoiled child situation when she's nearly 40? Or are we going to leave it behind now in her 20s? She told me her family had all got together to book the trip the night she left, and she felt shitty because I say we were not going, so now no one had booked. Until I finally finished throwing my toys out of the pram. So like the family were not gonna book anything until he was done with his tantrum in quotes, like him, okay, not her, but okay. I told her I didn't say we cannot go. I say I was not going, but she could go. I ignored the toys Pram's comments because that pissed me off. I reminded her that her mom's actual birthday was 2 weeks before we fly, and her nan's birthday is in 2 weeks from now. She will get to spend time with them and have a party, etc., on the actual day, and that's something I want for myself too. I do not want to be away from my family in a different country with 25 plus people I don't know that well on my 30th. I want to do something with my family over my birthday before it's too late. My mom's health is rapidly deteriorating, and she cannot do as much as it is. And who knows how long my grand has before this dementia really sets in. My mom always talk about doing a Baltic cruise, see the Northern Light for my grand's 80, but that's still 2 years away, and I honestly do not think in 2 years either of them will be in any fit state. So I just suggested we do it for my 30th instead. My wife seemed keen, and pull up some dates. There is one that leaves 3 days before my birthday and comes back 3 days after. Perfect timing. We called my mom to ask, and she sounded delighted. She herself hadn't even considered how my grand would be at 80 and thought it would be a lovely trip to make memories on. We then went to her mom's house. No apology or anything from her, but you cannot win everything. To tell her together we were not going for the 3 weeks, but we had found, or my wife had found, a 1 week booking that coincided with their 3 week trip in a hotel that was just down the beach, same chain resort, just a different building. Enough distance to have our own break, but it still included the family for evening meals, etc. No one had even suggested a looking at shortened dates, and I had not even considered it until I read so many comments saying just come back sooner. All in all, I'm going to take this as a win. I do not think my bank balance will though. She's saying me put my foot down and meant it, sorry. Or mean it, I don't know. I am not going to let have her oh my god, what's wrong with me now? Let's start again. All in all, I'm going to take this as a win. She's seeing me put my foot down and mean it. I am not going to let have her way all the time at my own detriment. I have not caved for an easier life, and together we found a peaceful solution. My family have not been excluded and are so excited. My mom is like a kid at Christmas, and hers are as well. Happy they can book now, and at least the asshole sister-in-law in quotes is only there for a week. Hopefully, as it's not for 8 months, they might forget. Screw the happy wife, happy life mentality. I have never heard about happy spouse, happy house before, but I think I'll be using the mantra for now on. Like you all say, it's a two-way street, give and take, compromise. Thanks to everyone for the advice and support. Wow.
It got a good solution at the end.
Do you like it? Do you like the solution?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the alternative. That way, nobody, it's no chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
smart.
like it. I like compromising. Compromising. You still do both.
Yeah, and that's it. Problem solved. No drama. But
Yeah.
for the lady that didn't apologize to entitled woman
Whatever. This woman learned that she cannot do a tantrum. It's not gonna be her way only. At least,
for not for this occasion. Hopefully he stick to his word
hopefully,
going
she tries
forward.
better. Okay.
Yeah, but she understood his after she understood his point of view, then things change.
Yeah, and hopefully she tries better for the future as well. Because
Let's hope so too.
it's hard. I understand that it's very hard. Like I am so used to having my family around, and we were divided 24 for my family, 25 for his family. But then this year that we did like a bigger 24, I was not going to my parents' house, they were coming here. Then it came the thought of, oh, you know, we should invite both families, not just mine to my place, to our place, instead of doing, just one and then the other one. We could have to have both at the same time. But then there comes the issue of language barrier. Not everyone speaks English, not everyone speaks Spanish. So it's that little barrier thing, but we have to overcome that. We're trying to separate, like, we're making sure we're going to family trips with his family and with my family, and at the same time, try to find a way to get everyone together on the holidays. So it's all about compromising, finding ways to do it, but you can. Because you don't just, I hate it when people try to separate the person that they're marrying into and their family, because it's at the end of the day, you're marrying into the family. Like the moment that you decide to be with someone forever, either you get married or you decide to live with that person, it's their family. I know you know all about that as well. Okay, you're nodding, but you're not saying words. This is
Yes, I know all about that too. So I lived through that. So it
Sabe
is
has a way more.
true, but it's at the end of the day, it's just what it is. So, but you when a situation like this happen, it's okay to think it that way. But at the end of the day, each individual, you don't know what you're you could be the angel of the family, and your family could be a mess too. So you never know what you're getting yourself into until you dive in. So yeah,
You either crash or you sail through it safely.
you either might crash or go to an elevator to higher grounds, but
Yay!
either or, it's tricky. It's a 50-50 chance that you could have a good family from your prospective boyfriend or girlfriend, or you can just find the nightmare family. So roll your dice and find out.
How is that saying that says life is like a box of chocolates? You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
You might
and
get caramel.
all the chocolates are the same in the box.
I never this. Well, unless yeah, sure. But okay, like a box of assorted chocolates. Let's change it. Okay. Oh, but I'm glad. I'm happy for this resolution. I'm happy for Opie. And his mom and his granny are really excited. So good. Good, good. Okay, the next one. Let's see what you think about this. Okay. So it comes from the same subreddit, best of Reddit updates, and the title is it petty to cancel my boyfriend's PS5 order after he spoiled the surprise again?
No, it's not. It's not prudent. It's not. You don't do that. That's not nice. That's not.
Originally posted to hot takes, like I already say, one of my favorite podcasts. But okay. Uh it's the original post is November 28th, 2025. So this is very recent. I, 27
It's too
female,
long.
finally caved and bought my boyfriend, 26 male, a PS5 for Christmas. He's been eyeing the new system for over a year, but never bought it because we were trying to save for a house and he couldn't justify the cost. The cost. I found a decent Black Friday deal. The PS5 plus NBA 2K26 bundle for $450. I don't know what that means because I don't know anything about games, but is it a good deal, Sabe?
Yeah, it's a decent one. Not the greatest though, but it's a decent deal.
Okay. So I thought it would be a perfect surprise. While we were at lunch today, he asked how much I'd spend on Christmas gifts, so things will be even, in quotes. I told him I spent a little more than $250, which was a lie, but I honestly don't like the idea of Christmas being treated like a spending competition. It should not be about the price tag. He kept pushing about whether I knew what he was getting me. I told him I only knew one thing because he basically told me, but I did not want to know the rest. In the car, he kept going, insisting he needed to get me more because I spent too much. I asked what he meant, and he just said, laughing, I know you're a horrible liar. It rubbed me the wrong way, so I asked him to explain. He looked at me and said, which PS5 game do you want me to go buy you? And then laughed like it was a joke. I laughed too because I was shocked, but I tried to play it off by saying he was being delusional. I had never spent that much. He kept insisting I was a great liar. This is not the first time he's done something like this. Last year, he ruined the surprise of an expensive pair of shoes I bought him. She snoops around the house looking for hiding spots, shakes packages, pushes and pushes until I'm exhausted and finally tell him. For his birthday, we planned for a friend to fly in as a surprise. He checked their Snapchat location and basically spoiled his own surprise. Even this year, I got him a hat while he was at work. He texted me nonstop asking what I bought until I finally caved because I was tired of the interrogation. I'm honestly just tired. I put money, effort, and genuine thought into making holidays and birthdays special for him. And he acts like a spoiled kid who has to ruin his own surprise every single time. He claims I also find out my gifts, but 90% of the time it's because he tells me or drops hints because he gets too excited. Why can't he just leave things alone and let gifts be surprises? And at this point, should I cancel, sell the PS5, or just give it to him anyway?
I mean, she said she's gonna give it to him anyway, so might as well
He's asking, should I cancel, sell it, or give it to him anyway?
just give it to him anyway. So yeah, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna think she bought it for another guy, and then they're gonna be fighting, and then it's gonna be more drama, and then he's
How
gonna.
is he gonna know that she bought a PS5?
She probably went through her bank statements.
Well, I don't know.
How other way? He probably went through her bank statements. So like PS,
Okay, but I am this person. I am him. I do that. I see gifts on
you're
the tree with my
annoying.
name and I start shaking
You
them,
are annoying.
touching them.
Annoying. Very annoying.
I don't do
I would
it,
smack the shit out of you, woman.
but the thing is that.
Seriously. Like, calm your ass down, woman. Wait for your turn.
But it's
You
fun.
wait. You
It's a
wait. No,
game.
no, 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 no. You wait. You know
No.
how much effort people put on to hide shit and stuff like that, and you come here trying to shake shit out,
Hey,
trying to find out before trying
I
even though you
tried.
already know.
I didn't succeed with
Nah,
Adam
nah,
though.
nah, 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 nah.
I didn't
It's
guess any of my
annoying.
gifts. That was sad.
That's great. That's when
But
you
I
didn't
did
get
guess my
anything you
brother,
wanted.
one of them. Huh?
That's when you didn't get anything you wanted.
Things I got things I wanted, but things that I would have never thought he got me.
But you,
Ever. Huh?
but you like.
Sure. Like I will enjoy them, but it's not something that I wouldn't have bought myself, you know?
It's
Like
like a priority.
yes, it's something that I wanted, but it would be like in my Amazon cart until I have some extra money and I will
Okay,
get it.
like you're
It's not something like
pampering
I
stuff.
exactly. It's not something like I want now, you know, or like wanted someone to buy for me because I'm not gonna buy it for myself, you know?
Like this stuff that he just got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, but anyway, my brothers, I did guess it, one of them at least, only because it was very heavy. Because I asked for books, and they kept playing it off that they didn't buy me any good books, that they were late, and when the shipping was not gonna get here on time, if I wanted something else, blah blah blah. And I was just like, no, you should have planned better because I wanted my books. And and I let it go. I was like, "Oh, whatever, get me whatever you want from Amazon." I just let it go. And then when they bring, because okay, I've been being mentioning this book since March last year. So they know I wanted these books for Christmas. So if they didn't buy with time, it was their problem, not me. So I say, hey, you can get me whatever else is on my Amazon list
Uh-huh.
if you don't get me the books. But then when I was helping them unload the car, I got a box that didn't have a name and it was very heavy. And I went, "These are my books."
Annoying.
And they were, "No." And I was like, "Yes."
Annoying people. Annoying. Surely annoying.
Okay, they were my books and I'm very happy about them.
That's good. That's
But
good.
yeah, this is me. This is the thing. This is me. Okay. So I understand that we don't do it to be annoying and we don't do it to ruin the surprise because at least as a person who does this, for me, it makes the surprise even better because it's a guessing game. I'm like, I think it's this, I think it's this, it might be it, I don't know if it is. So it's a game that you're touching it, you're feeling it, and you're like, I feel like it will weigh more, I feel like it will weigh less. So it's a game. It makes the game funnier and even more exciting to open on Christmas. Okay, so I'm just explaining from my point of view, so I get it. Okay. So if I were her,
Okay. That's okay. We know you're
sorry.
annoying. It's okay.
Okay, whatever. Bye, sorry. Anyway, let's read some comments. Commenter one. Yes, it's petty. Why insist on a surprise gift when you know you cannot effectively hide things and he clearly does not want to wait to be surprised? I suggest you telling him from now on that you're getting him blank for Christmas, birthday, anniversary, and stop the process that will inevitably frustrate you.
Yeah,
Okay. And
that's
then
what I
Opie
start
says,
doing.
huh?
That's what I have to start doing here.
Why? Who's trying to surprise? Is Paolo trying to know his gifts?
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. Just because, with the budgets and stuff like that coming in, I'm like, hmm, I don't have that many places to hide here. So he's goes, I'm like, well, that's what you get. You've been snooping around. So you're still getting ripped. So for Christmas, I ripped the Olo Man, put it under the Christmas tree. Here's your present in front of everybody. And he's like, oh, wow. So he acted like he didn't know what he got.
But it happens.
Nobody
He's
said him
still
to be
happy.
snooping around.
But he's still happy, isn't he?
Yeah, but nobody told him to snoop around.
It's part of the process. It's fun, okay?
Oh,
Anyway, OP comments. Fair. It just sucks to be excited about getting him something I know he wants and will never buy himself. Oh. Okay, so okay. Somebody says what you say actually. Is it possible he just snoops on your phone? Something doesn't add up with just snooping around the house, not the asshole. And then someone else commented on that and says, yeah, I agree. If he was at work when you bought him the hat, how did he know you bought him anything at all? And she says, he say, I just know you. He wears Columbia hats just about every day. And knew I went to the outlet mall that has a Columbia store. Okay, he's very smart. So the update, November 30th, 2025, it comes 2 days later. She says, wow, this blew up a lot more than I expected. I read through the comments, and while some were helpful, a lot of people went straight to, he's stalking you, monitoring your devices. So I want to clarify a few things. I talked to my boyfriend about everything. I told him I'm tired of putting so much energy into gifts just for the surprise to be ruined every time. I explained that it takes the fun out of it for me and makes the whole holiday feel like a chore instead of something really sweet. He told me he does have his suspicions, but he genuinely didn't know what I bought. He doesn't have access to my emails, texts, bank accounts, browser history, anything like that. And he's not the type to even try. He's not sneaky or controlling, he's just goofy and playful and gets way too into figuring things out because he likes the thrill of the guessing game. You see? He thought I liked the back and forth too because we usually end up laughing and telling each other our gifts anyway, especially when they're smaller or obvious. For the hat, he said he only put two and two together because he saw the store back while we were on FaceTime when I was at the outlet mall. As for the PS5 comment, my mom had been talking non-stop about the PS5 being on sale for Black Friday, and he said he genuinely just took a random guess. He only doubled down because I reacted and pushed back, so he assumed he got lucky. So now, he's not spying on me, he just genuinely needs to chill with the gift guessing habit. I have decided not to return the PS5. I'm still going to give it to him. I might get a little sneaky and not put it under the tree, or maybe give it to him later in the day at his mom's house, just for the extra surprise factor. Maybe I overreacted, maybe I was just pissed in the moment, but the advice and the funny comments helped me cool down and laugh about it. Thanks, everyone.
Nobody's getting a PS5.
Yay!
Good for you. I got mine for my birthday. Wanted to wait to Christmas. Like, no, it's okay. You can buy it now. Birthday comes first. Christmas
Birthday comes
too
first.
late. Yeah, that was good. That was good. And again, another example how talking things over fix things.
Communication.
Yeah, but at least what I've been noticing is like a lot of people come on Reddit pretty much, and they just because sometimes they don't know who to talk to, stuff like that. So I
Sure.
guess it could be a very supportive, like people give good advices, that's all they give. Not so great advices, but it's at the end of the day you make your decision. So be glad they help.
Yeah. Some people on Reddit are like, oh, I want to return the PS5 for my boyfriend because he's trying to get the gifts. Break up with him. He's not husband material. Break
I,
up with
I'm
him.
like, why waste so much time? Like,
He's stalking you. He's watching you.
he's milking you. He's spending all your money.
At this moment, you're sugar mama.
Yeah, but at the
Yeah,
end of the
so
day, it was just talk it out
yeah,
because you cannot base a whole relationship based on one thing that bothers you. Because we were not like everything about the person, but you know, it's the whole package that we
yep.
have to see, not just that little thing that bothers you. Well, let's go
But
to the
be
next
patient, people.
story. Yeah, patient and
Be
slap in the
patient.
face and kicks and punch and block and argue. And it's all part of the process, believe it or not.
Yes, and just remember, it's a season of giving and holidays and love.
And stress and high blood pressure, fat, and new resolutions to start the gym in January 1st, which is never going to happen for most of the people.
Actually, so Adam and I were really good about going to the gym. We were going 2 to 3 times a week for a few months. And then we got sick around Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
and we stopped going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then the holidays came and we said, we're going to start after the holidays. And then Adam
Mm-hmm.
today was like, do you want to go to gym on Monday? I was like, no. That's like a January resolution thing. The first week of January, I'm going back to the gym.
Pushing, which is not going to be no difference whether you start tomorrow or January 1st. You just a few days early.
Hey, I need to recover. I'm still bruised all over my body
You're
from
still digesting all that push you ate on Christmas.
that too. But I also almost died
Shit,
yesterday.
bad.
I no, when was it I almost died? Was it yesterday? No, it was Friday. I almost died Friday. At Friday 26th of December. Let's leave this on record. I went skiing for the first time and I didn't pizza very well, for those of you who know what pizza is. And I just went downhill and downhill. And Adam was down there and I went, help me. And I just crashed on him, but it wasn't just a boom, it was a boom.
Well,
So
at
um,
least he got you.
at least he stopped me because I would have kept going until I crashed into something else.
No, you'll
So
be
yeah, so I need to recover before going back to the gym because I almost died. I had worse bruises and scar. I came back from that. Okay, I'm being dramatic. So talking about the holiday season, let's finish up strong.
sure.
Finish up with a very well, not very, very, but at least for me, it was a very how to say heartfelt story, kind of like it was
Okay.
a good thing. But there's still good people out there and good stories.
Okay,
So,
this is the good deed, right?
uh,
The one with the good deed?
yes. So, best of Redditor updates is the subreddit that we're reading from. And the title is what is the nicest thing you have ever done that no one knows about? And so OP was this says this was originally posted in as Reddit. Trigger warning teen pregnancy struggles with poverty. So this one comes from December 22, 2009. I was day tripping to Vancouver from Seattle and stopped in for lunch at a little cafe. From my window, I saw a young teenage girl out in the cold, squatted down in a close up business's doorway, holding a small bundle in her arms. She was panhandling. People were mostly walking by, ignoring her. She looked just broken. I finished up my meal and went outside, went through my wallet and thought I had given her $5 for some food. I got up to her and she was sobbing. She looked like she was 14 to 15, and that bundle in her arms was a baby wrap up. I felt like I just got punched in the chest. She looked up, putting on a game face, and asked for any change. I asked her if she would like some lunch. Right next door was a small quick trip type grocery store. I got a can of formula for the baby, very young, maybe 2 to 3 months old. I took her back to the cafe, even though I had just eaten. She was very thankful, got a burger and just inhaled it. Got her some pie and ice cream. She opened up and we talked. She was 15, got pregnant. Parents were angry and she was fighting with them. She ran away. She's been gone almost for one full year. I asked her if she would like to go home and she got silent. I coaxed her. She said her parents wouldn't want her back. I coaxed further. She admitted she stole 5K in cash from her dad. Turns out 5K doesn't last long at all, and the streets are tough on a 15-year-old. Very tough. She did want to go back, but she was afraid no one wanted her back after what she did. We talked more. I wanted her to use my phone to call home, but she wouldn't. I told her I'd call and see if her folks wanted to talk to her. She hesitated and gave bad excuses, but eventually agreed. She dialed the number and took the phone. Her mom picked up and said, hello? Awkwardly introduced myself and said her daughter would like to speak to her. Silence, and I heard crying. Gave the phone to the girl, and she was just quiet listening to her mom cry, and then said, hello? And she cried. They talked. She gave the phone back to me. I talked to her mom some more. I drove her down to the bus station, bought her a bus ticket home, gave her $100 cash for incidentals and some formula, diapers, wipes, snacks for the road. Got to the bus and she just cried, saying thank you over and over. I gave her a kiss on the forehead and a hug, kissed her baby, and she got on the bus. I get a Christmas card every year from her. She's 21 now and in college. Her name is Michaela, and her baby was Joe. I never really told anyone about this, and I just feel good knowing I did something good in this world. Maybe it will make up for the things I have fucked up. Beautiful. We have some updates. I will just read them since they're
Mhm.
short. February 12th, 2010, nearly 2 months later. She says, I had no idea this would take off like wildfire. It was years ago. I never really talked about it, and it was just kind of special to me. I really hadn't thought about it much since then, and I was remembering more than anything. I jotted down in a thread and got slammed with envelopes, hundreds and hundreds of messages and private messages. And after the fact follow up, I got Michaela's Christmas card this year and gave her a call. She's
Mhm.
doing great in school. Another couple of years left since she started late and works part time too, bank teller. Joe is a lean, mean, advanced reading machine, reading 3 to 4 years above his age. He's 7 now, and he draws Wolverine comics. He's Canadian, you know that? Favorite hero ever. He wants to grow up to be a comic book maker and Pixar. Keep the dream, Joe. Keep the dream. Her mom and dad would like to come visit me and my little girl. I never met them, but her dad sends me bottles of homemade whiskey, which actually is surprisingly good, which has led to an interesting quandary. Anonymously, I told Reddy I had never told anyone in the real world. I didn't tell anyone when I came home. I just sat on it. Then a day or two went by. How do you bring it up now? Oh, by the way, last weekend, then a week, a month. By then I was just comfortable with this being a private memory. Now here I am with a new wife and a family, whom I'm never told it's just something I hold as my own. And now Michaela's parents wants to visit. How do I throw out, hey sweetie, I know this is something I should have told you years ago, but I don't know, life moves in mysterious ways.
But
Well, I thought this was a girl the whole time. It was a guy who helped her.
yes, he was a guy who helped her. But at the end of the day, it's something nice that he does for her. So I don't think that would be an issue saying something like that. And it's not like he probably saved her life by doing that, but it wasn't like he was
Yeah,
helping with a lot. Just a conversation, a phone call, and $100 goes a long way, and a bus ticket. That's all he did.
but the conversation, like talking to her mom and making sure, there was a safe home for this girl to go to.
Mm-hmm. That
And
goes a long way.
he saved a whole family. He saved parents from probably a lot of grief because they were looking for their little kid and a baby. And, this kid,
In the
this
street by
baby grew up in the
herself.
streets.
In the street by herself with her baby.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it doesn't. You don't need a lot of money to do good.
To do a good deed, yeah,
Hmm.
that's true.
Yeah. Very nice. Very inspirational to help one another and to help your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you
Like
for that
that, life
story.
moves in mysterious ways.
Indeed. Indeed. So always do good, people. Anytime you have an opportunity to do that.
Like this reminds us that you don't need a lot of money to be able to help someone. Anyway, this was the episode for today. I hope you all like the stories that we pick out.
And this was the last episode of this year 2025 for all of you. And as you see, I'm still sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So next time we see you, or well, next time you hear us, I guess,
Maybe next
if you
year.
listen to us, it's
Dun,
gonna be
dun, dun, dun.
2026.
So excited. Let's see when viruses and disgrace comes to this world into this upcoming year.
Hey, 2026 is coming with promotions,
Oh yeah.
more money,
Yeah. I have to talk
lots
about that
of
on Monday.
love. Huh?
I have to talk about that on Monday.
Okay, there you go. You see, good things are coming in 2026.
Indeed, indeed. So
Hopefully, a lot of health, no more sickness.
amen to that.
Yeah,
Amen to that. Well, guys,
lots of
so
love.
since this is gonna be leave all the bad juju behind this
Bye
last
bye.
year in 2025.
Hey, flu, stay in 2025. Thank you.
Yes, please. I have love for you. And this new year that come on, let's be filled of hopes, accountability on yourself. Do the shit that you propose yourself to do. If you do a vision board, please follow through. Stop being lazy. Don't push shit that you won't do. Be realistic. And one thing at a time. And if you got a gym membership for last year, do not renew it, please. Save your money. And that's it. Sayonara. Until next year. Bye.
Bye.